following morning, very early in the morning, consultant came and carried out some immediate tests on Gregor, had scans of his heart, various different procedures, just trying to work out why a young man would have a cardiac arrest. All the obvious reasons were ruled out. His arteries were fine, he had no heart disease. And one of the other things that the doctors had said was that he was at risk of having a cardiac arrest again because he did have an arrhythmia. They were very good at speaking to the children. The doctors wanted to speak to Ailey and Harry very quickly to reassure them that they would insert a defibrillator into Gregor's heart so that if it did stop again, he would automatically be shocked so that they wouldn't see him like that. And that gave a lot of reassurance to the children. They were only 10 and 13 at the time. So for us to realise that there was, in the doctor's words, a guardian angel that they could insert into Gregor's heart was a big relief. But of course, from my point of view, it was still going to be another week till we got that in. So I think I was on tender hooks until the defib was certainly inserted. And Gregor was under the watchful eye of coronary care, which of course we were grateful for. But again, there's just that huge range of emotion. I think coming back into the house and realising that there were still pieces of machinery that the ambulance crew had left. Simple things like, the ECG stickers, so very much vivid reminders that something horrific has happened in the house. The rug that Gregor collapsed on, for example, we had to dispose of that. That was visually a bad reminder for all of us, so a friend got rid of that. Yeah, so coming back to the house for that week that Gregor was in hospital was just a bit strange, really. We knew that something wasn't right, but still trying to keep everything normal. The children had decided that they wanted to go back to school, which I think was a good thing for them. And of course, people start to hear that Gregor's been really very unwell. So a lot of people coming, a lot of his colleagues devastated, and his friends and his families. So a very surreal time, which I think is, in a way, is helpful to have as many people around. You feel like you're talking about it endlessly, but it's quite cathartic probably just to have these discussions and to surround yourself with people to realise that this is a very stressful time. We found out that on sort of day 5, just before Gregor had his defibrillator inserted, that he had a cardiomyopathy, so his heart was ever so slightly enlarged. Not hugely. They were quite surprised at actually how little over the margin of normal it was for the catastrophic event that happened. But nevertheless, he's being treated as having an enlarged heart. And of course, there can be a genetic link for that. So that had implications for his brother and sister, both of whom have got family, and also for our children. So his brother and sister have electively gone and had screening carried out. Gregor's had his genetics carried out as well. There's no obvious gene that Gregor's carrying for his cardiomyopathy. However, our children will get screened once they're 16, so Ailey will get her heart checked this year. And it's something that's very important to us as a family as well, to promote that awareness within the family, because this can be prevented. The more people know how to do CPR, the more people know where a defibrillator is, then the outcome can be like Gregor. It doesn't need to be, if more people are trained. I strongly believe we need to train children at school about CPR and about the importance of the well-being of our hearts, so that we can intervene and there can be more lives saved.